Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the third part of my video series where I'm going to show you how you can automate the data evaluation of some processes or machines in the production. So in this part I will cover the database update for you. So let's get started right away. What I did on my local computer was to create an MySQL database, and the whole structure of the database will also be included in the download. And yeah, I'll see if I can upload it to GitHub. I'm not sure about that. I think it will work, but yeah, like I said, not sure. So yeah, I've created a database, and yeah, interesting to notice already here is I'm using the standard user root just here as an example, and again the password 123. And let me just quickly show you the setup of the database. So I've created a database called process and machine data, and in this database I got two tables. One table just to normalize in my case these are 3 production lines, and yeah, it depends on how you set up your database, so I won't get more into that. And what's actually interesting in this case, for example, is the throughput. And here we got first column our ID, production timestamp. We got our line. This again corresponds to the table we got here, and we got a PMPP, so the actual power value of, for in my example, a solar cell, and we got the quality of the cell. So like you can see here, yeah, right now I got 66,000 solar cells in this database. So first of all, let's clean this up, so then I can show you the update, how you can put in the information from the log files to this database. So and I called it process and database throughput, and we'll just delete everything. I think like that. Let's try it again. Here we go. Now if we execute this data again, look, we see that the database is empty. So let's get back to topic. If you downloaded the files from GitHub and compile them, or you downloaded them from my website, you will have a folder called database updates. And if you go in here, it looks kind of similar to the copy drop I explained to you in the previous video. So again, we got one executable file called database update. We got the general DLL with with some general functions like decryption or logging. Here in this case I already had a few errors, so they will be put in a file called logfile.txt. You won't be able to download this, so I'll probably delete it, but in case you got some errors and don't know why it's not working for you, the exception messages, for example, will be logged in this logfile.txt. And we got a second DLL with some MySQL functions. And let me again show you the configuration file from the database update. So in here we got a few parameters. Again, we got an update time frame. So for how many days the database should look for log files. So you can set this to whatever you want. In case you do your updates daily, you only need 1 day, or maybe just to be sure, you can make it 2 days here. In my case, since I cleared out the whole database, I'll leave it to 8 now. And second thing is the MySQL connection string. So you put in the IP of the server. In my case, it's localhost, since I got it on my local computer. You put in the name of the database, the login user I just showed you, I log in with root, and then when we got the password, again, like I already showed you in the last video, since this configuration file will be also accessible, for example, to some operators maybe, I don't want to steer it in clear text. So again, you can go back to the downloaded folder, you will have the cryptography here, and if you want to encrypt the 123 password with meow again, encrypt it, and you can just put in this string at this position right here. Down here you got the decrypt key, and this is whatever you got here. And yeah, we can just to show you do it with something else. So let's use this password here, and we'll change the decrypt key to test. And then again, if you want to see the status of the update in the console, you can put a 1 in here. This is came in pretty handy for debugging and setting up the whole thing, but in the end you'll probably not know it. You'll not need it and can leave it with a 0, so you don't get any updates on the current status. After that, you can put in every machine you want to update from. So you can give the machine, or in my case the line, a name. So I got line ABC here. We got a tool ID. This corresponds again to the ID we got in the lines table. And after that, you can set up a domain address of the database. In my case, again, I got it local, so I don't have to put an IP address here. You put the path where you can find them, and this is the path, let me go back, where we copied the log files. So last video I showed you, I just copied them to my desktop in a folder called log files, and if we go here, this is the path we have to put in here. So for our line A, we take the log files from the line A folder. So this is this string, and yeah, after that you can put the file extension. So in my case, I had I mean not in this case, but at work I had a bunch of different file types. They were basically all just text files, but they had different endings, so I just did this with an extra parameter here. And in the end, you just tell the whole program in which database you want to put it. So in this case, I choose throughput. So after you got this, you can save it, and then you can go back to your database update folder and just execute. So let me show you this in the background. Still, we got no entries here, and if we then execute the database update, the program will run and should be done by now. So let's update this again, and here we see we got 33,000 lines again. So let me just quickly show you. Here's an example. So this is from the 3rd of January. So if we go to our log files, this is probably the oldest log file we got somewhere here. Exactly. So that's basically it. If you have set it up once, in case you're interested in seeing the code, you can go to GitHub. I will upload everything there, and then you'll also be able to adapt it to your custom database table setup. Yeah, that's it for now. So at this point, if you got any questions or comments, please let me know. Otherwise, like always, thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.